Oh, Johnny's been getting Ryu coaching. I didn't know that. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, I think they're friends. Uh,
gotcha.
something like
Okay, I have first game loaded up, assuming you do as well.
yeah.
Perfect. Three, two, one, playing it.
jaHNI starting off as queen on Aquarium. Control into a combo. We pick control and decide to just bail that combo. Only Rocker was there. We heading into statues to pick our first set of inspects.
Yeah, and if Johnny's got Ryu coaching him, that's huge. Ryu, obviously a very good player in Platinum, in the same division as me, and Ryu and I were in the same division last season. Also, extremely, extremely good player. And if you're a SpyParty player out there, competing in SCL in one of the, lower divisions, definitely reach out to anyone in the higher divisions, and I'm sure that we would be more than happy to play with and give you any advice that you ask for. I know I do enjoy doing that and kind of getting to play against an array of different players. So um, a lot of the people in platinum and gold, silver, diamond, I think are more than happy to give out free advice.
So right now we have only two sets of inspects, but our seduction target, however, has completed inspects already.
Yeah, and
In
Alice
red.
taking a very suspicious like wraparound bug on the Amba there. You could easily credit Alice with bug, and then she went into what could be looked at as a white fake banana bread.
Yeah. Or an action priority mistake there from her.
Hmm.
Seeing that she went into Amba there. We're going kind of into our seduction target here, a bit of an odd position, but we hit the white test for a 34% flirt. We're behind the shot. We could bug here and just return to our positions.
We're
We
leaving.
bug and leave.
We do go for the bug on exit, but those kind of bugs on aquarium are extremely suspicious. I mean, it's very obvious when you consider the path that was taken and the fact that you're behind the shark that that bug was there. It'll be interesting to see if Lev credits that bug or not.
Yeah. Did we get the highlight before reaching the bar, or did we get
Yeah,
the highlight? Okay.
highlight was
So
from
we might.
statues the very beginning. I'm gonna pull up the draft real quick. Who doubled this venue? Johnny doubled it, so I'm not sure if Lev has that experience of knowing to credit bugs based on the path before and after the shark passed over.
Teal has inspects, but she's idling a lot, and it's visible that she didn't bug there. So I don't think Lev's that suspicious of our seduction target at the moment.
Yeah, she was idling quite a bit in that bottom right conversation. Alice again raising her suspicion level, or her threat level rather, getting another, I think that's her second set of statues, and she had that suspicious bug as well as talking during a banana bread, even though it would have been fake.
We're going to finish our inspects as well. It
We do
seems
have
that the
a,
laser is watching us for the swamp.
yeah,
However,
double zoom on Johnny here.
we swapped and we immediately get shot because Lev made sure to see that statue, what it was before, and he could clearly see when Queen inspected that the statue was swapped. So point for Lev here.
Yeah, point for Lev. Let me actually update that first before I dive into. I wanted to take a look. So the shark does start to come past if we could have waited maybe a little bit longer. I don't know if we would have had 10 seconds of shark coverage, but certainly could have made kind of a big difference there.
I
And
mean, if we swapped right when our cycle would end and then just put it down, maybe. But,
right. Yeah, and
but yeah, no, Lev was definitely watching for that.
was Johnny looking at shark to see its positioning when he was going for this? Not
Since
really.
yeah, a lot of players tend to forget that you have the shark advantage and like kind of seeing the cycles and assuming which cycle would be next, so you can get the cover when you decide to do a specific mission.
Hmm. Okay, next game's already up. I've got it loaded, and three, two, one, playing it. We got Lev starting out on Bling Twin, mid conversation, going for an innocent talk. We're gonna bail because I believe we were shark covered. Heading to the front window pad. Let's see if we're gonna get a timeout, or are we just doing some more idling?
You understand that move going there if no time ad, but maybe he just wanted to think about what he actually wants. Green test for 49% flirt. We could get our next flirt if we're close and hit the next screen. We choose to contact. White test, not covered by the shark. Load island to Duke and Wheels there, even though Wheels was a highlight. So, but not a bad BB. Not many lowlights to be taken.
Yeah, a bit of an early banana bread. I don't typically favor going for BBs early, just because it can also be used as a tool to induce a sieve shot, whereas if you do it this early, you don't really have that as an option late game unless you go for a fake, but sometimes that can be read as desperate, so can limit your options.
It could work, seeing as jaHNI here probably assumes a possibility for a fake as well, since no highlights came on anyone for the real, nor any lowlights for fakes.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, if you get a good banana bread setup, sometimes you just have to take it, even if it's earlier game. And that one's pretty good considering only two lowlights.
Sometimes the sniper might even forget that BB happened.
That
So,
does happen, yeah. Especially in a longer set, the longer it goes on.
yeah, so basically you might forget that BB's happened and you're waiting for a BB or a confirmation, even though that confirmation's long gone, if that sound cue would be your...
Yeah, that's very interesting, and it just gave me the idea that I should have like a little thing on my desk. I can like flip it one way, and banana bread has happened this game, and flip it another way, and it
Yeah,
hasn't. And I just quickly.
we take bug behind shark. Really nice bug, though. I don't know if... I don't think we're credited, because no highlight onto us.
Yeah,
We're
really
just seeing at the green book.
great progress so far. We've just got to think about our fourth mission here.
That was a really
Flirts.
fast foot book, though. We're just gonna go for our last flirt next to our seduction target.
Yeah, then we've got a minute and 20, which seems like a lot. However, if our plan is going to be to get a double inspect, a minute 20 is a little bit short on time compared to what I would prefer. We're going to have to rush it a little bit, or we'll be seen at statues sub 30 seconds doing inspect. Safety off on
Safety off on
seek.
stick. So it seems
Into
that at this
briefcase.
point, yeah, okay, that looks a bit suspicious. Yeah,
Is he taking the shot?
not not yet. Maybe Sig does not have completion of fingerprint, so no reason to shoot just yet. I'm assuming we're gonna purloin since we're going for a delegate option here. And we take the drink. We could have cheesed it a bit since the shark is covering us, but
And again, here we're at that problem where a minute and 15 seconds seemed like a lot of time. We do get the mission when pending from the purloin. Sending in Smallman. We're still standing where he came from. I think changing positions here is probably worthwhile. We're standing right where Smallman was, holding a drink.
purloin seen, small one gets shot.
Shot onto Smallman, sieve shot.
Yeah, jaHNI not on top of Lev's spy play here.
Yeah, not at the end. I mean, that was a good spy round. I mean, all of the progress was slow and measured and not extremely obvious to the sniper's POV. The only thing to catch at the end is the purloin, so that's rough. Scoreboard's good, right, Sped? We're up 2-0 Lev, right?
Yeah, Lev won 2 in a row.
Okay. Sped gives me a hard time after like 2 seconds. Doesn't even give me 2 seconds to change the score. All right. Next game is loaded up. I've got jaHNI on salmon in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. Take
We
control was a little bit of kind of a 180 redirect there, right?
yeah. I don't know if how it looked on sniper side. I was on the spy for the take control there.
Yeah, I noticed it because I was on sniper.
Oh, well then, it was very visible then.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know if the shark was covering or not since he wasn't watching the shark. We get a 51% flirt though at the bar.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And our ST bailed to a conversation, though he's now moving because he was in a combo by himself. We'll see if jaHNI's going to chase. That was a terrible path, in my opinion. He did like a full hook around back. Um, I wonder if Lev is suspecting that. He's kind of laser burning him here.
I mean, he seems to like noticing paths usually, but I've never seen him play, so I don't know if he actually does that in his games. So our positioning in general, there kind of like screams that we're not, in the best spot in the combo.
Right. ST grabbing a fingerprint, and sorry, working on inspect here. You could probably low light mom for that one.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like Lev watches for that though, or credit or rewards them in that sense. We hit the white test at the bar again for the completion of a mission, so we have seduced already 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. We could finish, like we have enough time to do progress.
Yeah, decent progress, and I think if we're gonna get inspects done on Aquarium, we need to start it right now. We don't have time to wait until a minute 30 to get our first inspect. We have to start it now so that we're not finishing it, sub 30 seconds.
We could BB here under Shark. It's the low Shark if we do it like now.
Yeah, we're gonna be going for Banana Bread, I think is our next mission. We could go for BB Delegate onto Sari. She does have an inspect.
We could have done it behind Shark though. I think that would have been the better move. Just BB delegate immediately or delegate BB immediately behind the Shark.
Banana bread.
Banana Bread goes off. Spy leaves conversation, so a little bit of a split. We do take
I
a
think we
bug
wanted the bug.
path.
I think we wanted the bug, but Pearls was blocking us, so we couldn't really take it. I don't think it was a good idea though, because like the Shark was not covering at that moment either.
Sure. I'll be interested to see if we go for a delegate or an immediate take here. I think we could be framing Smallman, Smallman holding a drink. I'm not sure if he was there at the right time.
He's a low light though, so at this point I don't think Smallman is the best choice if he's doing the direct Pearl line. And Sari doesn't have a delegate, even though she has BB. Seems that Lev's watching us. Tilts a bit to see.
And we
just
do a direct take. Here come the lights. And it's spotted. Yep, good shot by Lev. Yeah, Lev was...
3-0 for Lev in jaHNI's double pick.
Yeah, not a great start for jaHNI. Lev, as I was saying at the start of this, when that one sniper game I just played him, he had a really good Purloin track against me on Ballroom, so not surprising that he's nailing it down here on Aquarium. Next game is loaded up. Lev is going to be on Boots. 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Heading on to the window pad. Not much going on right now. Few people at the bar. Oh, but the two of them are SDA and DA.
Yeah, and this could be unfortunate for Lev if he obviously he doesn't know that one of those is an SDA yet, so he may consider this a bit of a bar rush when in actuality it's really not. Hopefully this doesn't lead him to purloining early. We do get one of the twins to join us though.
A bit of a camera shake. Lev a bit unsettled that the ambassador decided to not take the drink.
Yeah.
Now Disney takes our briefcase.
Yeah, very unfortunate. We're now at 3:10 with no mission progress.
We cheesed the delegation. The snap of the animation, I don't know if it was visible on Sniper. It was, however, visible on the spy side.
It was on screen, however, I wasn't looking personally at it at the time, so...
I don't think we were covered by the Shark, so if we were not, it's not spotted, even though it was visible.
Yeah, I didn't catch it in my peripheral, so...
Banana bread.
And
Ooh,
we
really
do...
fast BB.
We go for the BB, I believe it was green, and then we do a talk anyways?
I'm not really sure, but I think we delegated to Kane, if I'm correct. And then we decided to BB. He's a low light now, and at this point, I don't think jaHNI is on top of who could have delegated to Kane. He was worrying about the low lights more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get away with this purloin. It's going to be a game of what's fourth mission?
Left, going into statues. I think he knows he's not suspicious at all for this Perlin, so he decides to just go statues.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going for this is a little bit of kind of a slightly delayed rush here with the instant join and green BB and the delegate, fairly early. You got to just you got to keep it up. You got to keep the gas on because if you slow down, it gives the sniper time to catch up on and kind of unravel everything that happened in terms of the Purloin and the banana bread. So you can't really give him too much time to do that.
1 minute and 35 seconds left, and we only have 17% flare, which we just did now across combo. I think we could just safely go finish inspect behind Shark and a swap
Yeah, I would
at
say
this
inspect
point.
swap. Flirt's gonna take
Because,
too much time.
yeah, and it might not take, because we didn't even move from this combo, and we're nearing the 1 minute mark. So,
At least go
completing
finish
flirt.
inspect now, and then if you want to do some cheeky like flirt back to window, back to flirt to get it finished, that's fine. We do cover the swap. It's green and pending behind Shark currently. We're gonna wrap up inspect. Hopefully we can get out of there pretty quickly. We need to get a quick leave.
We're noticed leaving, but the Shark's now covering. I would just roll with the Shark on the other side, and I think that's exactly
Subs
what
Lev.
Lev is doing.
Yeah, Lev walking with the Shark a bit here. We are gonna enter next to the ambassador. Swap triggers, and I think we did have a safety off on wheels before. We've got a
Yeah.
highlight, and surprising that jaHNI doesn't go for the shot. I mean, we've got if you're at 40 seconds on Aquarium and the guest list is gone and swap just went off, the spy's in mission countdown, right? It's very unlikely that they don't have contact in seduce done or inspect done or something like that. So unfortunately, jaHNI doesn't react quick enough to catch up to Lev's kind of mission win there, and we're gonna go up Lev 4-0 on jaHNI's double pick.
Yeah, not the best spot to be swept on your own pick.
Let's see how Veranda pans out, see if jaHNI can pull it back. And we're going to be heading into Veranda with jaHNI on Queen in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Hanging out, waiting for our ST to stop. We'll see if we're going to go for the early statue flirt.
It seems like that's exactly what we're doing. Picking up a statue, and white test seduce for 34%, whilst also getting a pair of inspects. And we do
Third
get up
cycle.
the highlight.
Yeah, that's a third cycle, I think, on that statue.
I mean, it's better to finish it and then put it down rather than breaking animation, since it might not be noticed.
He got greedy and went for the double inspect. He could have just had the one inspect and put it down within 2 cycles. Which
Yeah, and do
I think he should
the
have
rest
done.
at the
Yeah.
other visit. Innocently checking our watch, our selection target heads into the green book, and we're eyeing up the party a little bit.
A bit of an awkward entry with Toby kind of blocking our direct path there. Toby is offering, and I believe we just had a reject from, oh no, Smallman took. So we're going to take an innocent drink, and unfortunately we're not using that as an opportunity to leave because we are waiting for the BB. BB goes off, we've got a low light onto Oprah and wheels.
Pearls as well gets the low light. Irish could have gotten the low light, she wasn't inside, but she seems to remain a highlight. We, however, still are a highlight among only 2 other highlights, which is not a good position to be out on Veranda this early on.
Gonna chase over to our ST. Hopefully we can pick up a green flirt here. It's a white taking us to 68.
We're heading into red book, but if we're expecting to just do a cheesy quick transfer, that's not gonna... Did we just go into the red book, sip, and then leave? Or did I just phantom that?
I was looking from sniper side, and I do not think the left picked up on it, but it does seem that that's what happened. He probably thought he was on last sip or forgot to tab over to gulp. And rather than sipping twice, he just left. We're going to head into the last statue next to the Amba. Laser is right on us. We're not going to have an opportunity to bug.
Being noted that we are finishing inspect here. We are credited the BB, and we only have 68% flirt and 1 minute and 20 left. So I don't know what our finish is going to be here because we need a lot of progress in a really, really short time.
Wrong
The
arm
bug is
bug in the open, very visible. Shot taken by Lev onto jaHNI for point number 5. Yeah, this is rough. I mean, Lev being up 5-0 in a set, you've really got that momentum against you. And it's normally pretty hard to break out of that feeling that you're going to lose. I mean, when you're down this much, we'll see if jaHNI has the fortitude to kind of pull through. It's something that I think takes a bit of kind of experience, in competing. I don't know if he's competed in any other games or anything like that, but it's definitely a hard spot to be in to feel like you can pull through.
Yeah, it also gives you that I want to kind of give up feeling already.
Hmm.
So you gotta need to push through that. We'll see if that happens.
And we do have next game loaded, which is going to be Lev on general in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Immediately we bug and leave. Not credited and probably not seen either. So we
Yeah,
just got
pretty
one
good
matchup.
bug. Our hand was pretty much inside of Taft, I think, the entire time for that. So this just turned into a 4 of 8. And the sniper doesn't know. Watching for the early purloin. If jaHNI was going to get a sniper win, this is definitely a good chance for it. The spy has to get a lot done on screen, so all the sniper really needs to do is kind of just mission count and start ignoring people that, don't have that many missions done halfway through the game.
Yeah.
We do
Green
go
microfilm.
yeah, green micro animation on blue book. Pretty much unseen. Sniper was kind of rotating and moving. We're not really being watched at all.
Really, really good early progress from Lev here. A bit of a camera shake.
Why was that?
I don't really know. He went into the pad, looked at the party a bit, and then shook no, maybe DSD, maybe the double agent weren't cooperating how he would expect.
Sniper rotating over. jaHNI is putting a lot of emphasis on watching the guest list, I've noticed. Got an AI stop for the conversation. Heading out to front window.
That looked really nice, to be honest. Although I don't think Jean is gonna reward any of that behavior. Heading in conversation with our double agent. I don't think this is the best BB position right now, since we don't know on the left side who could be inside.
And while Lev was off to a great start, at 2 minutes left on Veranda, and you have 1.5 mission, and the second half of that mission is a glaring hard tell if you don't green test it. We're really not in a position to finish this round at all.
We need to forget about flirt at this point, I think, because we're not going to be able to finish it and do other missions as well, and just go for maybe do the microfilm and inspect swap into purloin, I suppose. I don't see other finishes here.
I mean, I think he needs to go for a frame.
But at this point, if you didn't watch the party at all, and Johnny does not have anyone suspicious, it seems. I mean, okay, Smallman, but that's just Smallman. Do you know who to frame?
I mean, you can always just wait. You can, stand around by Toby, wait for a reject and take, or just watch for statues and go for a swap, even if it's someone that's not suspicious. Since contact hasn't happened, there shouldn't be any lowlights unless Lev thinks jaHNI is taking speculative, more behavioral type lowlights, which...
Requested drink
yeah.
after doing sorry for interrupting.
No,
We're
you're fine.
requesting to a white purloin after doing a white microfilm that was free because the sniper rotated at the moment of microfilm, and now we goal past statues immediately after kind of being seen that we took the drink.
Yeah, this needs to
should
be a
be
shot. Come on, Johnny. You just saw him take the drink. He was in combo by himself. There we go. Shot taken. Johnny on the board. 5-1. He had to think about it a little bit, but we're in. Next venue. Oh, Veranda's one of our doubles, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. People calling for the reverse sweep. We'll see. Johnny loading in as mom on Veranda in 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
Heading into red book after just taking control.
Yeah, I'm hoping Johnny doesn't go for the animation here. Maybe just take that book out. That might have been a slight animation break. It kind of like hopped up a little bit when he left. I'm not sure. But very, very small, so should be fine.
I'm
way.
honestly never sure about like book takes. Sometimes they just look chunky. We missed entry on the pad there because of queen, but no harm. We're not seen.
Yeah, and we could go. Yeah, we could go for. That's the first thing I thought too. I was like, oh, we're covered in the corner of the map. We could animation microfilm here.
Yeah, good choice that we didn't, because queen just left the moment that we speculated that he might do that.
Yeah, I think we just dump this book in another case in a little bit. Grabbing first flirt for 34. Sniper's got 4 highlights already.
Parker's being watched now. She's a highlight, I suppose, for statues, and she could have potentially bugged there. But I don't think, I don't know if jaHNI is watching the party that closely.
Looked like he was going to go to statues with the book in hand.
Yeah, that was the...
Lev is on top of it.
Yeah. Either the microfilm or the path, or both of them being seen and triggering that shot.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part about this is we're the Amba's over here and Toby. We are literally walking between the 2 points that the sniper should almost always be glancing over at. So as he's glancing over to check this, and Lev is probably worried about bug from mom here, he's going to glance over and see mom walking directly towards statue and then do this 90-degree pivot turn into the bookcase, which I just think that path is almost illegal at that point. And too wide. And I've been seeing a few wide paths from Johnny throughout the set, and I'm curious to see if Lev is catching onto it. I mean, this is just a whole kind of S-shaped 90-degree turn, and again another 90-degree turn, and the AI I don't believe will do something like this. So that's going to put us at 6-1. So Lev guaranteeing the tie here on Veranda. We'll see if Johnny can get another win and at least get to some other venues to hope for a shot at bringing it back to a tie. So loading in with Lev on rocker in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Just watching to see our seduction. Where she goes, we go next to our seduction and our double agent. 51% green flare stop talk. BB split into statues. Oh, wait, we don't get the BB. Did the DA split when we did the BB?
Must have. Was it the DA or an SDA? Might have been
I think
an
it was
SDA.
DA. No, it was DA. Small ones, DA. Yeah? He split the moment we did BB. Unfortunate. We do, however, have 2 inspects and 51% flare.
Yeah, decent progress. I think you take this flirt here all day long. Yep.
And green test again for 100% on seduce. So 1 mission done and progress on inspect.
Progress on inspect and no highlight.
Innocent drink take. Yeah, Lev seems to have a lot of good early progress and then seems to slow down a bit.
And now we're going to hang out. At this point, you could definitely be looking for a fingerprint. We are going to pick up a highlight. Very interesting. What do you think
Yeah,
that
so just
highlights
don't
for?
get with that. I don't know. It's maybe a late statue highlight that jaHNI just remembered. Oh, hey, Rocker was at statues, and maybe could have split that BB, but unlikely. So I don't know what that highlight was for. Because we just went into the pad. No reason to highlight there unless you saw something before.
Yeah, it's got to be a behavioral delayed highlight, or jaHNI is starting to really pick up on the flow of Lev's spy, with kind of how you were, pointing out, pretty early aggression into a bit of an idle, into, kind of aggression again at the end.
We step inside a useless convo. Not really much to be gained here.
You're probably idling a little bit. I have a feeling we're going to take this blue book elsewhere. Though I'm not usually a fan of integrating the blue book into the direct transfer just because you have to cross it, across the venue with the book. We join and
In
instantly go for real BB. We're going to be seen talking on screen.
Banana bread.
a bit of a no-no shake from left there, hoping he'd hit the green. He was not able to.
jaHNI seemed to be prioritizing kind of the right side of the venue and possibly the low lights. We only get two, and I believe there were a lot more available. So his eyes may have actually been more on the guest list or more on Boots and Rocker here. Here's going to
That
be our
seemed to
test.
be, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Instant shot. I think that was an idle break as well. The moment that left that combo, it looked snappy on the sniper screen.
Did it? Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not on the replay anymore, but he broke the idle, right?
I'm actually going to replay from the time of the
Banana
contact,
bread.
because at this time, so this contact goes off, and we've got one of the twins available for a low light, queen available for a low light, kind of seek, sorry general. So we've got quite a few low lights available, and he's really kind of mostly hanging on the left side. Uh, so that kind of gave me the indication that he may have been watching over here on these two and watching to see if they were talking. At which point he probably saw the stop talk. Let me see when we went for the stop talk.
Banana bread.
Yeah, I think he saw that stop talk after the banana bread. We'll take a look at the idle leave here.
I mean, Disney was talking, so that could have been an interrupt as well. But then again, if you're suspicious already and you do that, you're kind of raising the suspicion even more.
There was a bit of a snap on the leave. Her arms were still down at her, at her waist. She was just a little twisted to the right. So there's a little bit of a snap, but it's probably pretty hard to notice from the sniper's POV.
I don't know. I was on sniper, so on sniper I saw it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Nonetheless, shot comes off. A good shot by jaHNI, catching the. And again, I mean, that's one thing that's rough about taking a blue book and trying to get it into green is you have to go across the entire venue. So realistically, what you want to do, in library, on any map where you're doing a direct transfer, is you would want to take the blue book out, go stand near green, and then leave green, the green area, not the actual case, but near the window, near the back convo. Leave that area out to, say, the middle, and then come back to green. So that you want to simulate being seen leaving the case that you're going to return to holding a book. So the sniper may associate, that image of you leaving that area with the book, then thinking that it's that color. So it just requires so much walking to actually pull that off. Whereas if you are at green, if you take a book out of green and you want to drop it in red, you can just walk over and walk past it on your way out and kind of get it all done in one go rather than having to double back.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got the next one. We do. Loading up into modern. Okay, and we're going to have jaHNI on Irish in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And this season we do have some changes to modern, as I'm sure you're all well aware of. At this point, we do bump it down to a 4 of 8, which is honestly playing way better. I'm really liking the kind of gameplay style of modern. It feels winnable as spy, but not too winnable, when you're playing sniper.
Yeah, we do get up a 51% green test flare, which is really good. You want to finish flare as quick as possible on modern. It's a map that you can also be paired on, seeing that you kind of have to constantly move to achieve that seduction.
Yeah, getting 51 on modern that early is pretty good. We do go to the suspicious statues in the back, the kind of the swappable statue that you would expect. take our 2 inspects. We do pick up a highlight for it, and we're likely going to chase Seek for our second seduce here. Does look like he's going to choose to space it, though.
And he leaves for the briefcase. Luckily, he redirects back into the same spot. Or I suppose that was for briefcase. 6 redirect there.
Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out with the double agent, probably waiting for a few of these people to jump in convo and then try and take a BB. I'd say too many people out right now, especially too many people that have touched statues. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer, unfortunately. And
There's
we're...
a fingerprint bar. We could go for a fingerprint route. Always good on modern.
Yeah, and he's just waiting for the flirt here, so we go up to 94. I imagine jaHNI is probably going to stay in this conversation and just let... I mean, there's not much of a reason to leave since we've got our ST here and we've got the real double agent. If one of those 2 leave, then he'll probably take off, but otherwise just, you know, sit and wait for a BB to pop up. Banana Bread is going. We've only got a few out.
Banana bread.
See what Sniper sees. Got about 5 lowlights, it looked like. Wheels is a split. And we're still hanging out with the double agent and Sorry. Wasting a little bit of time. I'd like to see the pace picked up a little bit here. We are going to have to get a 4th mission. We should finish flirt, we'll get inspect, and then we're going to probably be leaning towards delegate considering we're at the bar. A little bit of a bar rush here at the end.
Do you think this position as spy is winnable at this point? 1 minute and 10 left.
Yeah. Not if we're going to delegate and inspect, though. Unless we're going to do a very fast delegate. Because we're going to have to delegate, get rid of our drink, and get inspect, and get a flirt. I mean, that's a tall order in less than a minute to not be suspected at the very end of the match. We need Seek to join here. You got to immediately take that flirt. You've got to delegate, bail, and go get a statue inspect.
Yeah, like right now, even though we might get shot. And we delegate to Duke, who's our suspected double agent.
Yeah, I think we should have gulped in that conversation so that when we leave it, we're not seen holding a drink. And we just sipped again. jaHNI having that issue of not finishing his drink at one of the pads. And shot goes off on jaHNI. Did we even see the guest list taken?
I was on the spy side at that moment, so let me see the sniper.
Yes, we do. He was on top of it. I don't even think he noticed the double sip. So that's going to be Lev taking the set 7-2. A pretty commanding set. I think jaHNI still played well at times, just a little bit, a couple flubs here and there with the double sips and, in my opinion, some pathing stuff. And it really just looked like he was playing nervous.
Yeah, it looked like that.
And
maybe
Lev,
he is a
yeah,
nervous competitor.
I had huge nerve issues when I was competing in my first season, so it wouldn't be surprising at all. But Lev kind of just really playing a very commanding sniper, good spy, getting some mission wins through, getting some great bugs through, especially that general bug on Veranda with his hand totally inside Taft off the gate. So I mean, a great set overall, and think that's going to wrap us up. Lev wins 7-2. Thanks for casting with me again, Loris, and until next time. Yep, later guys.